sixth appearance in the A-10 varsity events, the Knights from Barstow. Their head coach is George Good. Senior number 2, Sam Cristofano. Junior number 4, Joe Whitfield. Junior number 5, Mateo Mountford. Junior number 11, Joshua Thornton. And junior number 21, Aiden Lawler. The Barstow Knights. And now making their debut in A-10 Varsity Showcase, the number 6 team in Kansas Class 4A, the Cardinals from Eudora. Their head coach is Kyle Dieterding. The senior number 3, Cale Hammerschmidt. Senior number 13, Cole Parker. Senior number 20, Connor Dunback. Senior number 21, Maddox Votaw. And senior number 23, Micah Barron. The Eudora Cardinals. Our officials this afternoon are Carl Albrecht, Marty Tranbarger, and John Dehan. Folks, we always need officials if you're interested in becoming official.
And welcome to beautiful Shawnee Mission Northwest High School, the site of, let's see, this is number 28, the 8-10 Challenge Classic Basketball Tournament Extravaganza Jubilee, regardless of what it's called. We are here live on 810varsity.com. We are moments away from tip-off between the Cardinals of the Eudora and the Knights of Barstow. The Knights of Barstow are going to be wearing their road unis. Black tops and bottoms, green trim, and Eudora, the white jerseys, white shorts, and the Cardinal red trim. Glad you're with us on this beautiful Saturday afternoon here on 810varsity.com, and we are underway at Shawnee Mission Northwest. Early tip controlled by the Knights. That's Mateo Mountford. Gets it over to the right side. Eudora coming out, and looks to be a man-to-man offense. Barstow working it around. Shot from top of the key, nothing but. That's Aiden Lawler. Going to be saying his name quite a bit throughout this game. Aiden Lawler, one of the top players on the Knights squad, puts him up 3-0 early in the contest. Here's Micah Barron running it up top around the wheel. Maddox Votaw. Right side, back to Micah again. Aggressive man-to-man by both squads. Thought about the baseline drive, got to get it and reset it back up top. Cole Parker doing the duties. Right side, waiting for a screen, gets it back up top to Maddox Votaw. Maddox thought about driving the lane, and they're going to reset it again. Eudora Cardinals, of course, coached by longtime coach Kyle Dieterding. Does a great job with this program. First-year coach for the Knights, George Good. More on him throughout the broadcast. Eudora with 6.5 left in the first, still looking for their first shot attempt. But how about this defense by the Knights? A little one off the glass, no good. Rebound, putting back up and in. Micah Barron in the right place at the right time. Makes it 3-2 in favor of the Knights. 6:09, 6:08 left to go here in the first. Another shot, top of the key, nothing but. My goodness, the Knights, both of their shots from top of the key. That was Sam Cristofano. We understand that Sam has some family watching from, I believe, down in Texas. Mom wanted to give a shout out. Connor Dunback puts one in for the Cardinals. Makes it 6-4 in favor of the Knights. Nothing but threes raining for the Knights so far. Almost another one there by Whitfall. Thought better of it. Going to drive the lane, look for a little bit of help. Goes ahead and throws it up. And right underneath, or a rebound putback doesn't go, was Joshua Thornton, the 6'4 junior. Here come the Cardinals, up by 2. 5:13, 5:12 left in the first quarter. A little dribble drive by Hammerschmidt, kicks it out for 3 to Barron, no good. Here come the Knights. Cristofano had the nice shot earlier. Round the wheel up top, left side, no good. Rebound to the Cardinals. Long outlet pass, good court vision, and Maddox Vadow puts it in. Vota with his first couple of points in this matchup ties it up at 6. 4.5 left in the first. Tail Munford for the Knights. Clean game here so far. Well, just, so I was about to say that Joshua Thornton, I think knew I was about to talk about how clean this game was so far. Josh Thornton with his first foul breaks the ice in the foul categories. Only one team foul for the Knights. None for the Cardinals. Here come the Cardinals. Little errant pass off the left wing. Going to be going back the other way for the Knights. Tied up at 6. 4:15 left in the first. A lot of fans in the stands here at Shawnee Mission Northwest. Cristofano. That is his second 3. All Sam does is drain the tray. Well, working on the inside, can't get it to go. Sam Cristofano leading the Knights so far with 6, both by way of trifectas. And Aiden Lawler with a 3 of his own. Out goes Cristofano. In for Barstow comes Carson Matula, the 5'8 sophomore. Right inside, a nice 3 look by Cole Parker. Can't get it to go. Knights with the rebound. That was Matula bringing it up. Long 3, no good. Rebound to Eudora. 3.5 to play. Barstow up by 3. Cardinals starting to get a few more looks at the basket. This defense by Barstow has just really been smothering and forcing early on here 3 turnovers by the Cardinals. Sean Brewer and Aaron Kilo here with you. 810varsity.com. Varsity Showcase number 28 here in beautiful Shawnee, Kansas. Little dribble drive right at the stripe. Doesn't get that one to go. Cardinals with the rebound. So Parker gives it over to Hammerschmidt. Hammerschmidt, little off-balance drive. He was looking for a foul, not going to get one. Here come the Knights. Knights like that pressure, that up-tempo offense. They do a great job of somebody always moving. That's going to be a 2 if it goes. It doesn't. Dora with the rebound. Another long outlet pass. This one's just a little bit too long. That's going to be off the backboard the wrong way. Going back the other way now for Barstow. Two and a half to play here in quarter number 1. Second of 6 games that you'll be able to watch here on 810varsity.com. Barstow looking to add to their 3-point margin. Working it inside for the first time, popping it back out to Matula. Can't get it to go. Cardinals on the rebound. Cale Hammerschmidt up top. See Mr. Hammerschmidt, he wears the one legging on the right leg. Checking in is Connor Dumback. Dumback with a bucket. This first action. Less than 2 to go here in the first. 9-6. The Knights of Barstow coming in with an early 3-point advantage. Looking to add to it here. Hayden Lawler kicks it over the left side. There's a real strong offensive rebound. That was Alex Franklin for the Knights. That's going to be a foul called on Mr. Connor Dunback. That is the first on him. The first team foul on the Cardinals. Trying to work it inside, and Eudora's got a little bit of a hand in it. Now going back the other way, stealing it right back. Nothing but thievery here in the first. That is, according to my math, the 8th turnover combined by these two squads. Still working out some of those early morning jitters. Still relatively early here in the season. Back in is Micah Barron. Taking a breather is Cale Hammerschmidt. Hammerschmidt's been very active on both sides of the court. Eudora to throw it in. Less than 1.5 to play here in the first. There's Micah Barron. Micah Barron with more of a beard than I could ever grow. And Barron is just a senior in high school. Almost an NBA 3. Yeah, they're going to say he took a little bit. He had some happy feet before he got rid of that one, did Cole Parker. I think he wanted a foul to be called, but none is coming. But the Knights are going to be coming up. Add to their 9-6 lead. 1 minute to play here in the first. Joshua Thornton, the big 6'4" junior. Coaching staff certainly looking to him to have a big year, and already starting to get a lot of interest from area colleges. You can understand why. And that's going to be a foul against Eudora. I think they're going to get Nick Youngkin on that one. We'll see. Indeed they will. Youngkin's first foul. Second team foul evens it out of 2 fouls apiece for each squad. 40 seconds to play here in the first. Trying to inbound it. They do right on the baseline. Nowhere to go. They're just going to reset it back up top. Both coaches watching intently from the sidelines. Nice dribble drive into the lane. Puts it up and in. Draws the foul. And that was Grant Fennell. Oh, I beg your pardon. They're going to call a charge on that one. Oh, that was Alex Franklin. We'll get it right. Franklin, Fennell, Lawler. Reading is hard. So is English. Less than 20 to play here in the first. Baseline drive, kicks it back out to the right wing, now back up top. Hammerschmidt back into the game. Less than 10 to play here in the first. Hammerschmidt dribble drive into the lane, kicks it out left wing, off the back iron, no good. Barstow, and no shot at the buzzer. But that score we talked about 3.5 minutes ago, 9-6, well, that's where it's going to be at the end of one. And you are watching it live. The Showcase, number 28, only on a10varsity.com.
That carryout comes in clutch.
And back with you here from Shawnee Mission Northwest. home of the Cougars. 8-10 Varsity Showcase number 28. Game number 2 between Eudora and the Knights of Barstow. So far, Barstow with an early lead, 9-6. Knights of Barstow coming out extremely aggressive on defense. One of their hallmark, their calling cards to this squad. But there's Eudora with a nice drive. And that was number 20, Connor Dumback, using his body the right way. That's going to be Franklin's second foul. He's the only player with 2 fouls so far. Dumback's extra is good, and there's 3 the old-fashioned way. Makes it 9-all. Just underway here in the second quarter. And there's a steal. It's the Connor Dumback show here in the second quarter. Makes 3 the old-fashioned way. Comes up with a steal. That's just what the doctor ordered for these Cardinals. Right side, Cole Parker with 3. A little bit off the mark. Rebound to the Knights. Not pushing it up quite as fast as originally had in the first quarter. Nice baseline drive, puts it up off the glass, doesn't go, but a rebound underneath by Thornton. Or excuse me, that was Alex Franklin. Can't get the putback to go. It's going to go the other way. All tied up at 9. 7:03 before halftime. First quarter stats for the Knights. Cristofano with 6. And Lawler with 3. All 9 points for the Knights coming off 3-point shots. Nice bounce pass underneath. Even better, up and strong was Micah Barron. Micah Barron's 3rd and 4th points of this contest. And Eudora with their first lead of this contest, 11-9. And another turnover forced almost by the Cardinals, but the Knights are going to keep control of it. 6.5 to play here in the second. Cristofano going to take a little breather. Alex Franklin. Working it up top, around the wheel. Waiting for just the right shot. This defense of Eudora coming strong here. Again, the Knights. Logan Mulligan. It just raining 3s for Barstow. All 12 points. Coming via 3-point shots. Here come the Cardinals. Now down by 1, 12-11. Just under 6 before halftime. There's Dumback, and he is going to go up, and he is a very shifty player. Connor Dumback, 5'10" senior. You can certainly understand. So we wait for Connor Dumback to shoot 2, but you can certainly understand why coaches say he's one of the more athletic players on this Cardinal team. Knows how to use his body the right way when he goes up strong. He'll be shooting 2. First one by Dumback, a little bit short.
Subbing in for the Cardinals is Cole Parker. Subbing for the Knights is Joe Whitfield.
Got a whole flock of Cardinals coming in. Got Cole Parker. Hammerschmidt back in, as well as Connor Watson. 6-foot sophomore. Second shot by Dumback is good. Dumback now with 8. 8 of the 12 points for the Cardinals. All tied up at a dozen apiece. Lawler. Dribble drive is Franklin. Able to get that one to fall. Franklin at the charity stripe. Trying to make three the old-fashioned way, can't get it done. Here comes Cole Parker and the Cardinals. It's the arm bar up there to give a little space between his defender. Done back. Waits for the three. No good. In and out. Knights pushing it up. Try to work it inside for one of the first times today for the Knights. Is why work it outside when you can drain the three just like Mateo Mountford. Mountford with another three for the Knights. 4, 5. 5 trays for the Knights. And they are now back up by 5, 17-12 over the Cardinals of Eudora. And you are watching it live on 810varsity.com.
Substitution for the Cardinals, number 12.
Seventeen to 12, Barstow over Eudora, just under 5 before halftime. Here at Shawnee Mission Northwest High School. 810 Varsity Showcase number 28. It's in full swing. A shot from the elbow by Parker, cannot get it to go. Long three, a little bit strong. Parker underneath, tries to put it back up. Gonna reset now, it's Lawler. Or I beg your pardon, Maddox Votow. No good. The Euros step inside, and the bucket right now definitely has a lid on it for the Cardinals. 5-point advantage for the Knights. 4:19, 4:18 left before halftime. Knights would love to get a couple of more, and they're not going to do it on that possession. Hammerschmidt steps in front of that pass, gets it back for the Cardinals. Baseline for Youngkin. They're going to say that Youngkin took one too many steps. Feet said yes, body said no. Five-point advantage for Barstow. Coach George Good on the far side. A Rick Pitino protege. Had a great career over Louisville. Also coached at some colleges around the country before landing at Barstow. Talking to some of the players for the Knights before the game, and they said that he brings a passion that they hadn't seen in a long time. And they said one of the main things is we see the shot and the miss by the Knights. Dora with the rebound, but he said that one of the things about Coach Good that they really like is how he can relate to them, and he's almost like kind of like an older brother. He doesn't really have a overly demanding style about him, but Cole Parker demands that he shows up in the scoring column, and he does with that first three. Makes it 17-14, favor of the Knights. Wide open up top. Mateo Mountford cannot get that one to go, but the quick hustle by the Cardinals doesn't pay dividends that time, and it will stay in possession of Barstow. Under 3 to play before half. Looking for a little help is Lawler. He says, you know what, if I'm not going to get any, I'm going to go ahead and take it myself. And Aiden Lawler, once again, like we saw Dumback for the Cardinals do, but Aiden Lawler uses his body the right way. And his 6'5" frame put that one off the glass. Himself a trip to the stripe. Trying to make 3 the old-fashioned way, and that's exactly what he does. Aiden Lawler now with 6. And that is our margin between the Knights and the Cardinals. 2.5 to play before half. Our officials here making his presence known. Coach Eudora from the Cardinals looking for a little explanation, but doing it the right way. Seen him coach over the years, and he's not one of those that gets, overly aggressive with the officials, and certainly can respect that. 2.5 to play before halftime. Hammerschmidt working. Get over to the right side. Long pass, back to Hammerschmidt up top. Waiting for the screen, gives him a little bit of space, but not much. Maddox Votau. Votau's 3rd and 4th points. Makes it a 4-point Barstow lead. Starting it back up top again, round the wheel. Sam Griffin. Joe Whitfield gets in on the 3 parade. Says, I'd like to have a float in that parade, and he does. And another trifecta for the Knights. Put them up 23-16. Just over 1.5 to play in the first half. And another one for Joe Whitfield, 5 points in about as many seconds. Up to a 9-point advantage for the Knights. Let's see what the Cardinals can do to answer. Remaining 1 minute and 20 seconds before halftime. There's Cale Hammerschmidt. It's a strong drive to draw the foul in the lane. Puts it up. Doesn't get it to fall, but he's bought himself a trip to the charity stripe. 1:17 before half. Immediately following conclusion of this game, we'll have game number 3. A-10 Varsity Showcase number 28, Blue Valley Northwest. We'll be taking on Lincoln Prep. Like this game that you're watching, certainly a lot of interest. Second shot is good. Make it 18. Now for the Cardinals. A little bit different defensive alignment there to come out for the Cardinals. There's a 3-ball again. Aiden Lawler. That is his second tray. He's got 9. And Barstow's got 18. To 18 for Eudora. Make it 20. Micah Barron goes up strong. He's only 5'10", but he plays like he's about 6'10". 8 points is the lead for Barstow. Looking to get it back to double digits in the remaining 30 seconds of the first half. Another turnover, this time on the Knights. Official giving a little warning to number 5 for the Knights. Official's doing a great job of keeping in control of this game. Cale Hammerschmidt showing his handles up top, gets into the front court. 17 seconds before halftime. Hammerschmidt taking his time. Cardinals playing for the last shot. Here's Dumback. Dumback loses his handle on it. That's going to be a jump ball. Jump ball, and the arrow points to your right on the screen, which means that's going to go to the Knights, and they're going to have 5.2 seconds to do something with it here at the end of the first half. It's going to be Aiden Lawler inbound to Mountford. Mountford with 1 second. No good, and that is blocked by Maddox Vota. 28-20 is where we stand after 2 quarters of play. And the 8-10 Varsity Showcase, number 28, Barstow 28, Eudora 20. And we'll be back from Shawnee Mission Northwest on 810varsity.com. And welcome back for the third quarter of action between the Knights and the Cardinals. 28-20 in favor of the Knights after 2 quarters. Long three. Gets the roll on that one. Cole Parker with 2 first-half points, now with 3 in the second half. Nice little move by Joshua Thornton underneath. He was scoreless in the first half. Starting out strong here in quarter number 3. Knights in transition. They're going to call an offensive foul. That's Aiden Lawler. That is Lawler's second foul. Here comes Vota and the Cardinals. Gets it back up to Cale Hammerschmidt. Almost lost that one. Back to Hammerschmidt on the right wing. Round the wheel up top. Gonna reset it. Little reach out and touch there by Joshua Thornton, letting him know that he's there. No foul, little off balance 3. And how about Cole Parker? Back-to-back triples. Cole Parker with 6 points in the third quarter alone. And he's got 3, 6, 9 for the game. Cole Parker. Now they're going to call a travel. And Eudora coming out firing on all cylinders here in the third. 26 to Barstow's 30. Hammerschmidt up top. Mateo Mountford providing a little pressure. Connor Dunback. Connor Aquashoes. Dunback over on the left side. Don't see him on the baseline. Here comes Votau. Up and in. Maddox Votau makes it a 2-point game. Barstow trying to find their stroke here in the third quarter. Haven't found it yet, but the Cardinals of Eudora working their way back, only down by 2. Long 3, that one's good. Makes it look so easy. Aiden Lawler, he's got 12. Here comes Hammerschmidt. Hammerschmidt to Dunback. There's Maddox Votau back up top. Right corner, baseline drive, got loose. And he knew it too as soon as he let that one go, did Connor Dunback. Matula back into the contest. Carson Matula for the Knights. Knights up by 5, 33-29, 5:05 left in the third. And reaching out and touching that one, but touches it out of bounds. A good hustle by Cole Parker. See Coach Good over there on the far sideline, having to take a couple of steps back. Can certainly feel his enthusiasm. Always the coach, learning. These kids are learning every trip up the floor by both of these coaches. Back up top, Matula. Mateo Mountford being guarded by Cale Hammerschmidt. Same general offense and defense by both squads. I think the halftime speech was probably, hey, we just got to polish a few things up by both coaches, quite frankly. Get the glass a little bit more and try to get some of those shots to fall. Eudora shooting less than 30% from the field in the first half. The Knights just a little bit better at 34%. Halfway through the third quarter, Cardinals working their way back, down by 5. That shot almost got into 2, but it couldn't quite go down. Long pass for the Knights, and how about that hustle right there by Cole Parker? Cole Parker, and here come the Cardinals. And a streaking drive off the fast break was Connor Watson. He puts it off, can't get that one to go, but he's at the stripe, going to shoot 2. That is Mateos Matford's first personal foul. Second team foul so far this half for the Knights. Watson's first shot is good.
And for the Cardinals, Nick Youngman and Maddox Votel. Timeout on the floor. Timeout Eudora.
Eudora's going to take a timeout in between foul shots, 33-29, 4-point advantage for the Knights of Barstow, and you were watching it live only on 810varsity.com. (33-29), Barstow over Eudora. 3.5 left to play in the third quarter. Both teams coming out with a hot hand in the third quarter. Barstow, 1 point, was only down by 2. Or excuse me, Eudora was only down by 2. They're down by 4 right now. Pinning the second free throw by Connor Watson. He makes them both. Back to a 3-point advantage for the Knights. Coach Good hollering out a few instructions to his Knight players. Passing it around the horn up top. Reset with Matula. Barstow hasn't really worked it inside. Most of their points have been coming from beyond the arc. They have the athleticism to work it inside, but when you're hitting threes, like they have, didn't make that one. Here come the Cardinals. There's Hammerschmidt. He draws the foul, and he is.
Barstow foul number 3. Mulligan, his second, team's third. Subs for Eudora, Connor Dunback and Micah Barron.
Dunback back into the contest for the Cardinals. That one doesn't go. Here come the Knights, up by 3. And another turnover forced by the Cardinal. Here comes Vota. Gets it over the left side, but a rejection by Aiden Lawler. Aiden Lawler just kind of floated in the air longer than physics should allow. Knocked that one right out of bounds. It's going to be Eudora's ball on the baseline. Hammerschmidt looking for someone to throw it to. He finally has. There's Cole Parker. Guess who was out there playing defense? That's Aiden Lawler. Lawler has been getting it done, leading all scorers in the first half of 9. He's got 12 total. Also getting it done on the defensive side for the Knights. Connor Dunback almost stepped out of bounds. Nice little fake. Give him a little more time. In and out Another missed three by Parker, but boy, they've been close. Parker with 3 threes. So we certainly know he can make them. Just over 2 to play in the third. Top of the key shot. There's Mulligan. No good. Rebound, Eudora. Cole Parker, 6'2" senior. You know, they say he's 6'2". Not official, right? I don't think he took too kindly to Mr. Parker, kind of flippantly passing the ball back to him. Sure, he didn't mean anything by it, but just kind of the way that it looked. 33-30. Eudora working their way back. Less than 2 to play in the third. Votow waiting for a screen up top. He's going to back it out. Wait to see if there's a little bit of space for him to make a drive. A long three, no good off the side iron. Here come the Knights. Filling all 5 lanes, right corner shot, and it's good. Sam Cristofano. And that is the 7th, 8th, and 9th points for Sam this afternoon. Logan Mulligan's going to be called for that one. I think he knew it right after it happened that he got a little bit too grabby there. But Barstow now back up to a 6-point advantage. So far in this third quarter, we've gone from 9 to 7 to 5 to 7 to 4. There's a 3 ball, no good. But an offensive rebound for Eudora by Barron. Done back to a wide open Watson. He can't get that one to go. Here come the Knights. Mateo Malford's going to bring it up. Knights doing a good job of spreading the floor. And now a drive in the middle. Cannot get that one to go. As Aiden Lawler. They're going to call a foul. Let's see who that one's going to be on.
Barstow foul number 24, Alex Franklin. That's his 4th personal foul.
Alex Franklin has matched his point total with fouls. He's got 4. And when you play with that much hustle, I mean, he's just oozing with athleticism. And sometimes that's going to get you in a little bit of trouble. Presumably, he's going to be sitting over there in those cushioned seats. Back in my day, that was pine. These players today are now sitting in these cushioned seats.
Barstow foul number 11, Joshua Thornton. That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 7.
Get off my lawn, Darren Kilo. Darren, how you doing today, my friend?
Yeah, it's been
You got to get your mic up here just a little bit.
At the line.
What do you think of these Cardinals and the Knights here so far?
Well, they're doing pretty good. You need to stop moving that closer to my face.
Well, you need to stop breathing into the mic. That's all right, my man. Still a 6-point advantage. Less than a minute to play here in the third. Knights bringing it up. Like to get back to that 9-point margin that they saw at halftime. But another turnover forced by the Cardinals. Nice, beautiful pass. Threads the needle. Can't get the fast break bucket to go. Here come the Knights. 36-35 before the end of the third quarter. Back into the contest is Joshua Thornton, the big 6'4" junior. Been a little bit quiet. Expect him to get a little bit heated up here.
Eudora foul number 5, Connor Watson.
Final 8.5 minutes of this contest.
Substitution for the Cardinals.
Nursing a little bit of a injured ankle. Showing no signs of it here today. 20 to play in the third. Tail Mountford, left wing. Thought about driving. Instead, out to Lawler. And guess who? There's Joshua Thornton. Right on cue, my man. Joshua Thornton, this first trifecta of the game. 2 seconds, 1 second. No foul called.
Barstow on top of Eudora, 39-30.
Despite the unapproval look by Coach Dieterding on the far side, I think he wanted a foul to close that quarter out. But to close out the third quarter, Barstow goes on a 4-point run, makes it 39-30. And we're going to be back with quarter number 4 right here on AsonVarsity.com. (39-30). Barstow with a 9-point advantage over the Cardinals of Eudora. One more quarter to play, and we are underway here in quarter number 4. Knights of Barstow with 12 third quarter points. I beg your pardon, 13. Math is hard. Aiden Lawler up top. Now they get it back inside to Thornton, and Thornton decides to get rid of it on the left side. It's a good thing he did, because Montford with another 3, and he's got 6, makes it 42-30, 12-point advantage for the Knights. 12-point deficit that these Cardinals have 7 minutes and 15 seconds to work back from. Not going to do it like that. Another turnover. This one forced by the Knights. Here's Joshua Thornton. Thornton waited for the lane to open up, but didn't quite get there. Back to Mountford. Reset it. There's Lawler up top, right side. 3 by Chris Stefano. No good. But underneath, they're going to count that one. That's Joshua Thornton. Thornton now with 7 points, all in the second half. And he's at the stripe. The chance. And another one. And Eudora wants to call a timeout. 6:50 left to go in the fourth. 44-30 is your score. Knights over the Cardinals. We'll be right back on AsonVarsity.com. Back with here after the timeout. 44-30, make it 45-30, 15-point margin. Biggest lead of the contest for the Knights. Eudora with 6:47 to go to work their way back. A lot of points and a little time. Well, we've seen this Cardinal team get on a roll and put up a lot in a hurry. I have to take better care of the rock. I'm sure that's something that Coach Dieterding is going to be working on this week in practice, limiting those turnovers. First shot is up and good by Cole Parker. Eudora now in the bonus. Barstow with 18 fouls. Second shot is good for Parker. He's got 10, and that's how they're going to get healthy. Here come the Cardinals, forcing another turnover. Hammerschmidt looking for a little bit of help up top. He's going to set things up. Coach Dieterding calmly running the ship over on the far side. They're going to say that Micah Barron took one too many steps without putting the ball on the floor. It's going to go the other way now. Barstow up by 13, 45-32. 6:23 left in this one. As a reminder, immediately following conclusion of this, we'll have a small break, and then we're going to have Lincoln Prep, the Blue Tigers, and the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest right here in showcase number 28. Coach Good right there. I think he almost wanted to take a step right on the court and show his team exactly where he wanted him to move to. Right side, no good. Rebound, Eudora. Less than 6 to play in regulation. Here's Hammerschmidt. Had the right idea. He had a streaking Cole Parker on the baseline, but another heads-up defensive play by the Knights. 13-point advantage for the Knights. Eudora trying to tighten this one up in the last 5:43, 5:42. Potential 5-second call there. Back up to Hammerschmidt up top. The 5'11 senior has certainly done a great job running this offense. He's been all over the place. Only got a couple of points until that basket. But Cale Hammerschmidt now with 4. And more importantly, for the Cardinal, only down by 11. Just over 5 to play in regulation. Carson Matula rings it up, kicks it over to Finnell. Back up top to Cristofano, who's had the hot hand. 3 threes so far for the Knights. There's Thornton. You know if he has an opportunity, he's going to drive. Puts that one up, and he gets that roll to go. Joshua Thornton. Joshua Thornton now with 9 points. All scored in the second half. And he's at the stripe, going to be shooting one more to try to get into double digits in the point column for Mr. Thornton. Rims in and out, but an offensive rebound. They put it back up, off the back iron, and good. And Alex Franklin in the right place at the right time makes it 49-34, back to a 15-point margin for the Knights. There's Hammerschmidt. Hammerschmidt again, if I'm not mistaken, that is the 6th foul that Hammerschmidt has drawn, and he's going to be at the stripe. One more foul, and Eudora is going to be shooting in the double bonus from here on out. Barstow sitting at 9 team fouls. Cale Hammerschmidt able to get that one to go. He's going to have another one. Hammerschmidt with 5 points on the afternoon. 49-35. 4.5 to play in regulation. And that one's good as well. Cale Hammerschmidt doing what he can from the charity stripe to keep the Cardinals in shooting distance. Even more aggressive Cardinal defense here to start the second half of the final quarter. Alex Franklin with 4 fouls. Back into the contest. Franklin streaks around the rim. He's got it. Alex Franklin. He's got 8. Now he has doubled his foul total. He's got 8 points. And left all alone underneath is Connor Dunback. An athletic play by Dunback. Found himself a little bit kind of off balance under the basket. And here come the Knights. And that's Sam Cristofano, shown that he can get it done from inside the arc. For the first time today, he's got a bucket that doesn't count for 3.
Foul number 12, Nick Youngkin, that's his second, team's 4th. So it's in for Barstow.
They're going to get Yunkin on that one. Second foul for Nick Yunkin. (53-38). Make it 54-38. 16-point advantage, 3.5 to play here at Shawnee Mission Northwest. There's Hammerschmidt, a little off balance, gets it over to Cole Parker. He cannot get it to fall. And with that shot, Eudora is now back under 20% from the field for this contest. Cristofano handling the rock up top, around the roll. Logan Mulligan decides to drive. He's got Thornton underneath, in a little bit of trouble, but a great pass. They get it over to Aiden Lawler. And Aiden Lawler showing his stuff, and he struts back to the free throw line. A hard-earned trip to the charity stripe. And Lawler with 14, trying for 15 points. But timeout on the floor. Eudora says, hey, let's get a little timeout here. 56-38, 3:01 left to play in regulation. You were watching it live only on 810varsity.com. (56-38), just over 3 to play in regulation. Aiden Lawler at the line. Gets 3 the old-fashioned way. And Lawler with 15 points. Here comes Hammerschmidt. Finds himself in no man's land. Gets it back to Cole Parker. Cole Parker gets that one to go. He makes the trifecta, and he's got a chance to make us a 4-point play. The Cardinals could string together 3, 4, 5 of those. They'd be right back in this one. 57-41. That one's a little bit short. Barstow with the rebound. 2:45. Here's Thornton. Off the back iron, he gets that one to go. Josh Thornton, Mr. Second Half. He's got 11. Can't get that one to go, but Dunback's going to be at the line. His team down by 18, 59-41. Towards the end of the first half. It looked like Eudora was kind of fighting their way back in. 8-point differential is now ballooned to 18, and Dunback misses the first. Less than 2.5 to play in regulation, 59-41. Make it 42, 17-point spread. As we mentioned before, immediately following this one, we'll have the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest and the Blue Tigers of Lincoln Prep. Nice little pass ahead. And, I tell you, the rich get richer. It's the law of the land. And there's Joe Whitfield. Whitfield does a great job. I've said it before. He's second time today that he's really used his body the right way. Kind of got that hip out there a little bit. Given just enough distance between him and the defender to get that shot off. And the roll in and the one. Whitfield now with 8. 62-42, largest spread of the game for the Knights. Hammerschmidt misses the mark there underneath. Good second effort by Micah Barron. And Micah Barron had 6 in the first. That's his first bucket here in the second half. Knights at 62-44. That shot's off the back iron, no good. Rebound to the Knights. Less than 2 to play here at Shawnee Mission Northwest. Showcase number 28, game 2 of 6 on the day. Just over a minute and a half from being wrapped up. Unless that proverbial piano falls from the sky, it looks like Barstow is going to add another one to the win column. That's Votaw's first personal foul. That one doesn't go. Here's Hammerschmidt. Still being guarded relentlessly, just pestering him up top of the key. Was Mateo Mountford, which he's pretty much done all day. Mountford gets it back up top. Lawler's just going to back it out. They're in no hurry. They got just over a minute before finishing this one out. So we see the coach Dietering is going to empty his bench, get some of his role players some minutes here in the showcase. That one's going to be a little bit too aggressive there by Mateo Mountford. Ty Dieterding, the 5'8" sophomore. Checks into the contest, as does Samuel Griffith. Zach Arnold. Baseline drive for Watson. There's a long 3 off the front iron. 35-34 seconds. And a quick timeout, official timeout.
For Barstow. James Spence checks in.
Good job on the part of the officials. I think the players kind of expected that Coach Good was going to have some last-second instruction for him, not realizing it was just an official timeout to get a couple of subs in there. There's one of them, Chase Mulligan. How about James Spence from the right corner? Can't get it to fall. There's Grant Fennell. He's up top, 24 seconds. Dieterding applying pressure. They're going to say it was last touched. Last touch by Barstow. Samuel Griffith, he's in. I believe that means that every player on both of these squads has seen some playing time here today at Shawnee Mission Northwest. That one goes a little bit too long. There's a 3, but he took one extra step before he let that one launch. And he knew it. 6 seconds left here in game number 2. As Connor Watson brings it up as fast as he can from the free throw line. And he gets the bounce off the back iron. And Connor Watson with 4. But it matters not for the Cardinals, because this game has been all about the Knights of Barstow. And they are going to leave Shawnee Mission Northwest with a victory. 62-46 over the Cardinals of Eudora High School. And game number 2 of showcase number 28 is in the books here at Shawnee Mission Northwest. We're going to be back. We're going to reset things, start a new stream for the Blue Tigers and the Huskies. You'll be able to watch it live only on 810varsity.com.